Yeah, happy 3 o'clock hour in the morning. Hey, I just woke up this morning and at like 2:45, 2:49, and I thought in my head, what the fuck why am I sleeping so much? And then I thought, oh, I know why. Because I let a stupid weatherman go, oh wow, it's the end of the world, it's going to snow. And I'm waking up and I'm going, wait a minute. Isn't this January? Isn't it supposed to snow in January? Why the hell are people freaking out, going to the store, filling up their garbage bags? I'm sorry, I mean shopping cart carts. Oh, I got a little dog here in my mouth. No, I wasn't eating the dog. It's just she sleeps on the bed with me, and then all of a sudden, not in the bed, on the bed with me, and damn, she's got white hair, and it goes everywhere. But it's okay. I love her. She's a great dog. I just gave her a treat, so she's happy. She's going to go out in the snow right now in the backyard. That's something I was thinking about doing because I got to refill those little bird feeder thingies that the birds so tenderly gulped down for like 12 hours yesterday, just trying to stay warm. And I don't blame them. The finch is a little bird. And, the mourning dove's not so little, and the mourning dove does seem to be jumping up and down on top of them. But at any rate, that's not the thing. See, I have these It's 3 a.m., man, and I'm wide awake, and it's all because I realized that I let a stupid weatherman tell me, oh, God, it's going to snow. And it's going to get worse. It's going to go from 1 inch to 2 inches, 2 inches to 3 inches. You better be covered with 3.5 to 4 inches by Sunday morning. I just looked out, and actually, yeah, that's true. It's up around 4 inches. But 4 inches is just a couple inches above the grass line. Yeah, that's not snow. Go back to Iowa. I lived in Iowa before, and that's snow, and that's cold. And of course, right now, I don't know what it is. I think I just looked and said, I think I looked. I don't even know what I did the last 10 minutes. I've been walking around here going, God dang, why haven't I been getting up at this time so often like I used to? And you'll remember, maybe you go back a year, you're going to see me having videos at 3 o'clock in the morning all the time because that was it. This is my prayer time, and I am a believer in the 3 to 5 o'clock hour is a great time to talk to God. To talk to the universe, to talk to anything spiritual that you know. And hey, look at that. Wait, let's see if I can get it in here. Where's the Google? Oh, by golly, this is my new phone. I don't even know how to work it. Where is the camera thing in here now? Ooh, my hand's purple. My coffee's brewing. So that's what I was trying to say, and that's a good thing because I like. You wouldn't think I need coffee, but coffee tastes good when you're talking to God and saying, "Hey God, this is a great day. I feel really good. I don't know. I got up just a regular time like we used to do, and so let's have a conversation." Yeah, let's have a conversation. This is the prophetic ring. One thing to another, I go. This is the prophetic dream I had last night. I dreamt, and in this dream, somebody. Somebody. It wasn't something. It was somebody somebody in human form was telling me, had said, and this is why I got up, why are you sleeping past 3 a.m.? You used to get up at 3 a.m. all the time, and now you're like being all lazy and sleeping till 9 o'clock in the morning, and then you get up and you're like lethargic all day long. I said, well, I in the dream I said, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. He says, well, look, listen, man, did you know that, what do you think about your birthday? And I said, what? In the dream I'm going like, what? What is my birthday? In my dream I'm thinking, and what about my birthday? And the voice says, well, have you ever thought, do you know what 8 1/4 is? And I was like, in a dream I'm puzzled, just like I am right now, thinking about this. He says, do you know what 8 1/4 is? And I said, no. He says, for every year you're alive, you've been alive for 68 years, take 8 1/4 days off every year. Count back, and that's the real date that you were born. From that day on, just count 364 days. Forget about the 365-day pattern because that's a false religion. And I thought, when I woke up, I was like, what? Well, come on, man. That was kind of weird. So I took a calculator out. I calculated back from my birthday in December, and I ended up at 10/10. October 10th. Should have been like, well, it should have been December 16th, but if you do the math, you go back from December 16th on a current calendar, that many days, I forget what it was, 300 something days or 200 something days. Yeah, 200 something days. And it lands on 10/10, October 10th. And I thought, well, holy shit. My birthday's in October. I've been robbed all these years. I've been waiting till December. And that was by Christmas. That's why I never got any presents when I was growing up, because I was too close to Christmas. I got robbed. That's what I thought. But then I said, okay, well, how do I really tell if this is right or not? So I opened up the Ethiopian Bible, which I have one of, and you should get one too, because there's some great stories in there that you'll never see in a Christian Bible. And these stories came from 6,000 years ago before Christ, and they are about Christ, written in way 3,000 years before Christ. Has everything about mathematics and all these weird things that, so for some reason, could be money, and control. The Christian church had to change the Bible almost 7 times. I think this year they changed it again. Went back and edited things they didn't like. Hey, I don't like that. That's too true. And yeah, that's a tooth. That's my tooth. Oh, that's something else I'm going to tell you right now. Anyway, so let me go back to this. The Ethiopian Bible. So I open it up and I go back and I go to the book of Jubilees. And sure as shit, God's calendar is 364 days. That's what God wrote down. 364 days. That's 52 exact weeks. 7 exact days. 1 day every week is for rest, because that's so God needed to rest after he built that much crap in 5 days. That much beauty in 5 days. And we go back. So, yeah, I think I'm going to live on the October 10th thing. So I got to go in and change my birth date on everything today. Get my driver's license and change my birthday to 10/10. Same year, it was more than the same year. It didn't go back a year. It only went out, 200 something days. But still, it's 10/10 and 12/16 are two different things. In fact, 10/10 is a prophetic number, so that was a prophetic dream, not a prophetic dream. One would be a dream of grandeur and control and Christian teachings, and the other would be, actually from scriptures. Ethiopian Bible is really good to say. So I'm going back to 10/10. I'm just going to do that. This is what I was going to say about my teeth. I talk, and when I talk, sometimes you can't understand what I'm saying. I understand that, but you don't know why. You see, for several years, I was kind of a goon, like 68 years. And I would do anything, just any wild sport or anything that came along. I'd try everything. I never listened to what society was saying. I didn't follow the rules every year as I've been alive, every day, every minute. In fact, rarely did. I was really hard to manage at work places, so I had to work by myself for a lot of years. In fact, 55 years. And it's been beautiful. And I've always been self-controlled and took care of myself in every way, shape, and form. Okay, so there you go. But the reason that I have this slur and this bad speech impediment is because, well, let me count the ways. Once I fell down and I chipped a tooth. So we went to the dentist and I was too young, couldn't do anything about it. Okay. Then I was riding my bicycle on a street, and I saw my friends down the street, and they were getting ready to go up to the mountains. And this, I was about 15 years old, I think. 14, 15, no, I was 15 years old. 14. No, I was 15 because I had a girlfriend, and it was really weird. And not that, but this. So I'm riding my 10-speed bicycle down the street, and I just put on this new chain on it and new tires, and I was a little high because I lived in Los Angeles at that time, and in Los Angeles everybody was high. They still are, except now they're high and they're out there in left field. And so anyway, so let me get back to my real life story. So I was riding my bike, and down the street was my friend Neil Marshall, and he had this little red Datsun pickup. I don't know if you remember them from the early 70s, but they were really cool little trucks. They had this little 4-banger engine that was powerful as a dog, man, and they lasted forever. And he had a doghouse on it, but he would drive us around all over the place, and we were kids. And they were going to go up to Big Bear to go skiing. So as I'm riding down the street, I see them down the street, and they're yelling, hey, come on, let's go, we're going skiing, come on. And so I just started pumping on the 10th gear, boom, 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 and I thought I would do a wheelie all the way down there. You know what a wheelie is? That's when you pull your front wheel up and you just keep riding. Well, I used to be really good at that, and I used to be really good about jumping over bodies until I jumped over Marty Anderson's body, who laid on the ground. He said, jump over me. I did, and I didn't make it. And it kind of crushed his ribs. But hey, I also broke my sister's legs on a driveway in the same fashion. Not legs, so one leg. I think I broke one leg. Anyway, she wore a cast. And she was only like 13. I think my dog has something to say. Do you have something to say? You just gonna wag your tail? What is it? What do you need? You just had a treat. Now what do you want? You want to go out in the snow? No. You go in the backyard, do that. All right. So, I wish these phones would just flip around really fast when you're talking on them so you can record it, but I think it just stops the recording. Anyway. So I pick up the wheel and I get up in the wheelie, and I'm going probably 6 miles an hour. And the front wheel just takes off in front of me. And I'm in the air. Just going, whoa. And slowly, the bike went down. And the forks hit the asphalt, and so did my face. And all these teeth got knocked out. I didn't even feel it. Really, it happened so fast. I ran in the house with blood all over, and it was like, ah! I ran to the dentist and had to put a cotton swab in my mouth for like 2 days. And believe me, that's no way to go to school when you're 15 with a cotton swab in your mouth. And so those teeth had to be replaced. And that's happened a couple times. And then I was playing hockey one time, and something called a twig or a stick came from somewhere, and it hit me in the face. And another time when a puck was somehow it was flying through the air, and it just ripped my mouth right here, and this whole lip went covered underneath my teeth. And those teeth were gone, of course, but there was a couple teeth back there holding my lip back. So my buddy Barry comes up, and he just grabs it. And he played for the Red Wings, actually, for a while, I think, or was with some Red Wings players on one team or something like that. And anyway, he comes out, and he just grabs my lip, and he just goes, slap, put some ice on it, let's go. And I did. And then that night I went out in the parking lot, and we were drinking after we were playing. And after the game in the parking lot, we were drinking, and everybody kept cracking jokes about my face having a big hole in it. And I was sitting there, with a can of beer going, trying not to move my mouth. But they make me laugh like that. And every time they did it, go crack. More blood would come out. And so I lost more teeth then too. And then that kind of rotted out some teeth. It's I don't even care what side it is now, one side or the other. Where I got hit so many times is on this side. I got hit so many times on this side of my face while I was playing ice hockey or rollerblading or falling down. It seems like I always fell on that part of my face. That these teeth up here have all gone, and I just haven't had taken the time to do anything about it because I don't have any problem with my health or my body or digestion or chewing or anything else. So it's all good. So, and that's why I talk the way I do, and that's why it looks like I don't move my top lip, because I got so used to just covering that up that my muscles in my face have just decided that that doesn't have to move anymore if you don't want to. So it doesn't. So there you go. There's my morning. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to sip on my coffee now, 3:30. This has lasted about, oh, I don't know what it is. I can't even read it this time in the morning, probably 15 minutes or so, which is not so bad. And I'm just saying good morning. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hope you guys have a good day. I'll be up all day, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to have some fun. Maybe, I might get crazy and come over here and pick up one of these guitars. I don't know. Maybe that one. Yeah, that would be it. Hey, I just learned how to switch. I just learned how to switch my camera lens from there. Hey, look, I did it. I'm a master. Now I'm a master. All right, man. Hey, peace, everybody, and I love you all. And if I make a rude comment on your situation today, then just laugh because it's not serious. I'm not serious about shit. But I'm still single. Whatever.